Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for the fire signs for April 2021. Thank you for being here. I did this reading in German earlier and I did this reading in two parts. The first part I'm going to talk about general energies, and this is where the cards are already out. For the second part, I talk about a specific situation when it comes to love and love interest. So I will pick a new set of cards for this situation, and for the first part I will use the same cards then in the German reading. I talk a little bit about the astrology in the beginning of the reading, then we'll go through this general energy and we come to the love situation by the middle. In the end of the reading I will pick a single card for every fire sign, so one card for Aries, one for Leo and one for Sagittarius from my animal spirit deck, and I will read you from the book so you have a specific also impulse for your zodiac sign. All the information in the description box below. Let's get started. Okay. Fire signs. April, we have a new moon in Aries. That's a big one for the fire signs. It's trining you as a Leo and a Sagittarius, and of course for Aries it's a big moon, so we can really start anew when it comes to initiating things, moving things forward, starting a new cycle even. And I see that here is a little bit of a resistance for that with the High Priestess in reverse and the Fool in reverse. You're coming out of the High Priestess in reverse, moving into the Fool. So this is the overall energy for the month in reverse. And the Fool in reverse, it tells me that maybe there is some resistance in taking a leap of faith, jumping into a new thing, starting a new cycle. Maybe it's a little hard to keep up or get up the imagination for a new thing to step into, maybe a new project or a new life way of life that you want to step into, because the Fool is actually a big new beginning, and you have two trumps here, three trumps even, and that really says that there is some major energies at play here at this point in your life where you might have difficulty to make this step into something. With the Fool in reverse, we have to be careful to not be foolish, not be naive about things, not take too much of a risk. And I think this is here the hard thing to balance it out, because in the past couple of weeks, your intuition might have been a little off with the High Priestess. Maybe you had a little bit of a hard time like having the right gut feeling about a situation, or seeing things for what they are underneath the surface. Maybe it was a little difficult to read situations where you didn't have all the information. That's the High Priestess in reverse. And there was a new moon in March, and that new moon was in Pisces, so that's the sign before you, and the High Priestess is also a card of Pisces, and there's a new moon on this card as you can see here. So I think this moon cycle is very important for you to step out of that resistance. I think it really is a lot about the right mix of things, mixing maybe things together that seem unmixable. And that's the Temperance card, and having patience to find the right recipe for a situation, the right solution, the right amount of certain ingredients to put together to actually manifest healing within yourself, and more balance within yourself, and the feeling that things come together. So in the second part, I think after this new moon in Aries, you will feel the forward movement. Knight of Wands, that's fire sign energy, double fire, and I know that's fire and air, I'm sorry. But fire and air energy, really moving, a movement forward is possible again. There is a lot of life force energy in this. There is new understanding that comes with the air energy of the Knights, and there is a new speed that is picking up. The Knight of Wands really brings brings movement, brings also tempo, brings speed, and brings passion and a lot of positive life force forward creative energy. So if you want to initiate something, if you want to act, that's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands acts in a very sudden, I want to say, manner, and really moves into things. And I think this might really come faster than you think, but in the beginning of the month you might have a little bit of patience, and your patience will be tested only for you finding the right, you have to be kind of ready, you have to be kind of prepared for this forward movement. And I think in the first part of the month you're gonna be prepared by the universe to be able to make that very focused step into something. Okay, so love situation, relationship, situationship, whatever you have going on right now. Let's see. There's some exciting energy. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. 8 of Wands, and I had a similar energy in the German reading, just like a lot going on. There's a lot of fire right now, for the fire signs when it comes to love. Venus is in Aries. The Sun is in Aries, Mercury is in Gemini, which is like super intense when it comes to communication. And then Mercury is in Aries, I'm sorry, what am I talking about? Mars is in Gemini, so still intense when it comes to communication. Mercury in Aries also is like, I want to tell you what I want, and this is like a theme for all of us, but of course especially for the fire signs. And then we have full moon in Scorpio, which is pretty deep, pretty intense, can be pretty sexual as well, and Venus of course in the fire signs. So yes, there is a lot of passionate energy when it comes to love, and a lot of ego energy. So be careful, because when Venus interacts with the ego, that's not necessarily the best combination of things, because Venus is really about harmony, letting go, and pleasure, and Aries is about, I want to kind of control things a little bit. So yeah, okay, from this other side, there's a lot of movement here with the 8 of Wands. Like, stuff is going on, stuff is going down. And somebody is coming in fast. So you have a very passionate energy here, and you may be a little hesitant about it, which is, I think, smart. Hanged Man, yeah, you're definitely hesitant. I think you're thinking about this. You're not sure how to move forward with the situation. Maybe you're not even seeing it so clearly that somebody really wants in bad, It's very sexual energy as well. So maybe you're like, kind of like that. Maybe that's putting you off or turning you off, that you can kind of sense like, this person just really wants one thing, there is not much to it. That can be definitely a thing. Oh, the devil. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I mean, I cannot make it much clearer. The cards cannot make it much clearer. It's smart, I think, of you, and this might have been going on through Pisces season as well, because and you maybe haven't seen it coming so much, that this is kind of a toxic thing here, and in a way controlling you. I think there is this element of passion controlling the connection. This person being very sexual, this other person, and you kind of being like, nah, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't fully trust my intuition. I'm just gonna, and you feel trapped. For some reason you feel trapped in this also, in this situation. Ooh, ew. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a little cray. Well, okay, we have an Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Temperance in reverse. It seems like there is opposites that attract maybe, but not necessarily healthy. And I don't think that because this Temperance card came out twice in reverse, and you know, I'm not kidding you, same thing happened in the German reading. So I think it's difficult here to find a healthy way forward, and really bringing together the opposites here and mixing together the impossible. I think it's difficult right now. The Ace of Pentacles in April, I don't see that there is a long-term seed planted in this connection. Something where you're like, okay, this is a committed way forward, or we're gonna manifest this as something that is of long-term value. I don't see it. Sorry, fire signs. And you probably don't see it either, because you're already not sure how to move forward in this according to the cards. So it's not that you are like all for it, you know. Okay, so animal card. Let's see for Aries, starting with Aries. Sorry that the second monitor just went out. That happens sometimes with my setup. Tarantula. Sorry for my pronunciation. Sometimes I have a little bit of a funky pronunciation because English is not my native language. Tarantula. Okay, that is a Earth card in this deck, and I will read you. Oh no, Fire card. I'm sorry. I will read you the text from this book. Tarantula. At a crossroad, Aries, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When in balance, follows intuition. When out of balance, hesitates, over-intellectualizes. To bring into balance, daily journaling. Perfect. Yeah, start writing. Right now it's a good time for writing with Mercury in Gemini. Also is getting into a dialogue within yourself. All right, that's Aries. So let's look at Leo. Okay, the bat. Ooh, in these times has a bad rep. The bat has not the best rep right now. But you know, I think it's a very fascinating animal. So yeah, let's look at it together. The bat, darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. All right, that's a beautiful advice. So, Leo, that was for you. And then we have Sagittarius. that's the one. The Vulture. Ooh. I love this card. I know it's dark, but I love it. It's just beautiful. The Vulture. Let's see. Guardian and Purifier, essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or a tragedy is a blessing in disguise. Beautiful. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic and aggressive. To bring into balance, clean your space and sage. Well, that's always a good idea, but you know, to get an extra push for cleaning out space and pushing, especially in spring, I think that's a good impulse. And yeah, that's it, fire signs. Thank you so much for being here. Please check out my description box. If you're a German speaker, you can also follow my German channel. And please leave me a comment or a like if you enjoy these videos. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and help me to spread these videos. It's, you know, as you know, here on YouTube there is a lot of readers, and I know I'm doing things a little differently here, but maybe it's something that you enjoy and something that you like. And yeah, if you have any questions, ask in the comments. If you have anything to add, please ask in the comments. And I thank you very much for being here, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.